What's going on, everybody? Psych Perspectives, GeoFlux here, and we're going to be discussing Trump's administration firing thousands of people from federal jobs. I mean, they literally just made an announcement that they're going to be laying off people from the IRS, and this is literally tax season. Trump began firing of the FAA air traffic control staff just weeks after the fatal DC plane crash. Probationary workers were targeted in late night emails this past Friday, notifying them that they had been fired. David Sparrow, president of the Professional Aviation Safety Specialists Union, said in a statement. The impacted workers included personnel hired for FAA radar, landing, and navigational aid maintenance. One air traffic controller told the Associated Press. Keep in mind, the Associated Press has been banned from the White House news conferences because they didn't acknowledge the Gulf of Mexico as being the Gulf of America. What happened to the First Amendment? Freedom of press, freedom of speech. Okay. Welcome to fascism. Welcome to Trump's and Elon Musk dictatorship. The air traffic controller was not authorized to talk to the media and spoke on condition of anonymity. Again, they're literally being barred from their First Amendment right, freedom of speech. They can't speak about what's going on. Sparrow said messages began arriving after 7 p.m. on a Friday and continued late into the night. More might be notified over the long weekend or barred from entering FAA buildings on Tuesday. Now, mind you, a traditional American business week, right? Business days are Monday through Fridays, typically 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., maybe 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. But 7 p.m. on a Friday, that is not professional in the least bit of way, and we all know that in America. But welcome to the craziness that we're living in. The employees were fired without cause nor based on performance or conduct, Sparrow said, and the emails were from an executive order Microsoft email address, not a government email address, which, again, what is going on here? Is this just a made up, executive order Microsoft email, at Outlook, at what, it's just insane. The firings hit the FAA when it faces a shortfall in controllers. Federal officials have been raising concerns about an overtaxed and understaffed air traffic control system for years, especially after a series of close calls between planes at U.S. airports. And these are some of the reasons why they are understaffed and overtaxed. Among the reasons that have cited for staffing shortages are uncompetitive pay, long shifts, intensive training, and mandatory retirements. This is kind of similar to most employers. A lot of people working in the USA, a lot of working people, whether they're working for a federal job or just a regular business, a regular company, a lot of us are overworked and underpaid. Yet we're constantly required to get all of these certifications, all of these different licensures, all of these different degrees, yet you are paid pennies on the dollar, living check to check. A lot of us have full-time jobs and have to have part-time jobs and side hustles because our full-time jobs have yet to keep up with the cost of living, let alone consider the fact that you have a degree, certifications, years of experience. It's ridiculous. A lot of folks are doing the job of 3 to 4 people because they're understaffed as well at a lot of these jobs. Or you have a job, yet you're doing 3 to 4 different job roles within your title. It's insane. In the January 29th fatal crash, literally going on 4 weeks ago, a U.S. Army Black Hawk helicopter and an American Airlines passenger jet, which is still under investigation, One controller was handling both commercial airline and helicopter traffic at the busy airport. Again, overworked, underpaid. You see the problem. Days before the collision, President Donald J. Trump had already fired all the members of the Aviation Security Advisory Committee, a panel mandated by Congress after the 1988 Pan Am 103 bombing over Lockerbie, Scotland. The committee is charged with examining safety issues at airlines and airports. What a perfect time to fire all of those people, right? It's almost like all of this is being, manufactured, like they're creating the catastrophe and the problem. Like, oh, wow. The federal government is completely fine with having their own citizens be murdered and killed so they can save money. Save money, but whose money? Our money, the taxpayer. This is what happens when you allow deregulation. Okay, a lot of these government cuts are going to harm you, me, us, the taxpayers. A lot of these government cuts are literally undermining the health and well-being of American people in the USA, of people in the USA. One FAA employee who was fired over the weekend suggested he was targeted for his views and opinions on Tesla and X, formerly known as Twitter, not as a part of a general probationary level swap. Both are owned by a billionaire by the name of Elon Musk, who is leading Trump's effort to cut the federal government. With Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency, and there's nothing efficient about Doge. And then again, Elon Musk is not an elected official. And yet, Elon Musk has access to your Social Security, to your health records, to all kinds of personal, private information of all Americans. Wild. Charles Spitzer Statlander, and I may be mispronouncing their name and I apologize, posted on LinkedIn that he was fired just after midnight Saturday after he started getting